Should we move on, Jim?
We should.
All right, here we go. NHL Jim the Bag. NHL Jim the Bag coming off of a pretty crappy day. You did double up on 2 games, which is why your overall record was bad. You doubled up on Florida, team total, and the money line. Doubled up on Chicago, team total, and the money line.
But Florida only got 1 goal.
Yeah, I know. And I wanted to take the over on that one, and Montreal did wind up covering that, making the over cover. You got unlucky with Dallas. Yeah, I'm sorry, with Nashville. But you nailed the Islanders puck line. All right, so we have 2 games tonight. The first game didn't have an overnight line, but I did wind up looking at it, and that is Calgary at St. Louis. Of course, Calgary coming off of a bounce-back win, or a come-from-behind win late yesterday, and now they go on the road against a rested St. Louis team who's playing well. I got to be thinking that St. Louis, is a play here on the puck line or the money line, and I would be leaning over as well. I don't know what your thoughts are on Lack in goal, but I certainly, regardless of what your record is, Jim, your knowledge and research on these games is second to none.
That is kind of you to say, and I know Eddie Lack very well from his time in Vancouver, and he is a sieve. The Blues at the puck line is a play for me today. It's an official pick I'm going to make. Jaden Schwartz, 3rd in the league in scoring at 13 points, only been held off the score sheet once this year. Now they're missing Berglund and Bouwmeester, and that's tough. They don't have a lot of depth on D. But this Flames comeback, I just don't buy it. I love their top 6 forwards. Don't get me wrong, but they just don't have enough depth.
Right.
So in back-to-backs, that should be exploited. And now I know Matthew Tkachuk is the real deal. I'm still very upset that the Canucks didn't draft him 5th overall and he went to the Flames 6th overall. I was very, very upset still. He's St. Louis born, so I know he's going to come out big tonight. He tied the game in regulation, won it in the shootout last night. But I like the Blues by the puck line here, and I'm comfortable with it.
Okay, the best line right now is a plus 191, minus 1.5, plus 191 at Pinnacle. I will also be on the Blues, and when we've been on teams together in the NHL on the money line, we've roughly I think overall we've had a pretty good record, although we had a terrible loss yesterday with the over in the Buffalo Detroit game. But I feel comfortable about this one. Jim's going to take the puck line at plus 191. I'm going to take him on the minus 1 line. The money line part of that will be minus 154, and the puck line part of that plus 191. So that's a small underdog line there for St. Louis minus 1. And I'm also taking the over in this one. 5.5 minus 110 at Bookmaker is the line right now. I think St. Louis should have a decent offensive day. Calgary probably throws in a few on their own, and a decent play on the over, I think. And then Buffalo Columbus, kind of a similar situation, except a way worse line, right? Buffalo on a back-to-back coming off of that game against Detroit, and then Columbus also rested and off of 2 home losses, so it feels like another good spot to take Columbus. But the line is huge, although it has come down a little bit. It's now minus 210 at sportsbetting.ag, 215 at Pinnacle, so a little bit more chill than what I saw last night, which was like around 250. What's your take on this one, Jim? Obviously a bounce-back spot for Columbus, but is the line too high?
The line isn't great. The line is not great. Last year, the Jackets only lost consecutive games at home once. Tortorella won't accept this. Now, I'm not a Tortorella fan, but he's a fiery, intense guy, and he just won't accept this. So they've now switched Foligno to the top line, moved Wenberg back to the second line. Also, the Jackets are last in face-off percentage. That should not continue. They have guys who can win draws and have won draws in the past. The Sabres shutout last night was a surprise. I went over their depth on defense right now. They have 3 of their top 6 defensemen out. How they didn't allow a goal is beyond me. And with that defensive issues, with these guys having to play 25 minutes a game, I really think that I'm going to take the Jackets at the puck line, even though I'm upset. I'm only getting, I guess, what is it, plus 135?
On the puck line, yeah. Well, no, the Greek has plus 140, so we can give you that one. Plus 140.
I'll take that. I'm going to take both these home squads on the puck line, and I'm comfortable with the play. Okay, minus 1.5, plus 140. Jim is taking, and I was thinking about a shot with the under, but you like Bobrovsky in general. He's probably going to have a good game, or do you think you can give up his share of goals once in a while? I like him. I like him, but we've seen that he has given up his share of goals once in a while this year, so he's probably an okay goalie to fade at this point. I have an interesting Rosa Drew Lilio Jameson asked me, what is a sieve? which is sweet.
I don't know. I think it has something. It's like a drug reference, right?
No, it's when you have the bowls with all the holes in it, and you put the pasta. It's a sieve. You put the pasta in the sieve, and then the water leaks out.
I thought it was like when you're cooking powdered cocaine into crack cocaine, and you drain out the water, and I don't know.
Well, you know what? I'll go up to the kitchen right after this and see what I can put
I have
together.
no idea what a sieve is, but I know it's bad when it comes to hockey and goalies. And I know that if you say a goalie is a sieve, that's a bad thing, right?
It means there's a lot of holes.
Right. Yes, absolutely. All right. So let's see. Yes. Let's see. That's it for NHL, just those two games. And do I want to give I was leaning over in the Buffalo-Columbus game. What do you think about that one? Do you have anything to say about that one? Or?
I was shocked that the Sabres are their goaltending duo. I mean, I can see why you'd want to take the over. Is it at 5?
5.5. No, 5.5 minus 104 at betonlinesportsbetting.ag. What do you think Buffalo's going to be able to contribute anything offensively here?
Yeah, I do. I especially do. They have an offensive team. So I was surprised that the game was so low scoring. And I'd be surprised to see it twice in a row. Now, the issue is Tortorella. He's obviously extremely upset with how the Jackets are playing. So he's switched the Foligno onto the top line, which is going to make that line much more defensive. And so, and the issue is they're not winning any faceoffs. And I know Torts is just going to hammer them at that. And obviously, I've had no feel whatsoever for the Buffalo Sabres this year, and I just can't. I don't have enough confidence leading you in that direction.
All right, I guess I will hold off on that one for now. I'll hold off on that one for now, and I will just stick with the Calgary St. Louis plays. All right, that wraps it up for NHL Jim the Bag on St. Louis puck line plus 191, Columbus puck line plus 140, and I'm on St. Louis -1 at small underdog odds, and Calgary St. Louis over 5.5 minus 110. That does it for NHL today.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to our channel. Now, we've put a lot of work into producing all these free videos, so please help us out and keep all our content free for you forever by simply liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. Now, not to mention, a visit to our industry-leading website will warm the hearts of all our SBR employees, especially myself. Now, the links are over there to the left, so do check those out. Thanks for watching.